I need you to understand something before you listen to the rest of this. The thing that followed us out of the woods, it learned our voices. It learned how we cried. It learned how we begged. And now it knows how to sound like the people we love. If you ever hear someone calling your name from the trees at night, and they sound exactly like your mother, or your husband, or your child, don't answer, because some things in the woods don't want to hurt you. They want to replace you. My name is Daniel Reese, former Search and Rescue, Northern Range Unit. I'm recording this because the official reports are lies. Or maybe they're just missing the parts no one wants to believe. 3 years ago, 6 hikers vanished in Black Pine Forest. No signs of struggle, no blood, no bodies. Just abandoned equipment. Boots still laced, tents still standing. Campfires burned down to cold ash, like everyone simply stood up and walked away at the same time. They sent my team in to find them. Only 2 of us came back, and I don't think we actually did. Black pine isn't like normal forests. The trees grow too close together. Their branches twist inward like they're trying to listen to the ground. The radio started acting strange the moment we crossed the trail marker. Static bursts, echoes of our own voices playing back seconds late. At one point, I heard myself say, "Daniel, I'm right behind you." But I hadn't spoken. No one had. Our tracker, Miles, joked it was signal bounce, nerves, cold air, electromagnetic interference. But the dogs refused to move. They planted their paws in the dirt and started whining, staring into the trees like something was standing just out of sight. We found the first campsite just before dusk. 6 sleeping bags, 6 backpacks, food half eaten, 1 boot lying on its side, perfectly upright, like someone had carefully placed it there. No drag marks, no struggle, and no footprints leading away. Only more footprints leading in. Barefoot, human, too long, toes stretched like fingers. The prints circled the camp in wide loops, then disappeared into the underbrush. That's when the forest went quiet. No insects, no birds, not even wind. Just our breathing, and something else breathing in rhythm with us. We heard the first voice around 8:43 p.m. It came from the dark between the trees. A woman, crying, "Help me, please, I'm lost." It sounded real, too real. One of the missing hikers was a woman named Claire. We had her voice sample from her phone voicemail. The sound that came from the woods matched it perfectly. Same tone, same catch in her throat, same trembling inhale. But when we called back, the crying stopped instantly. Then a man's voice answered, "Miles, where did you go, man?" Miles went pale. "That's my brother," he whispered. "He died last year." We tightened formation, flashlights overlapping, weapons drawn. That's when Jacob, our rear guard, said, "Guys, Why are there two Daniels walking ahead of us? I turned and saw myself standing between the trees, smiling, not moving, just watching. Then the radio screamed with feedback, the lights flickered, and Jacob was gone. Not dragged, not pulled, just absent, like someone erased him between frames of reality. We searched for him for hours, found his helmet, found his rifle, found his body cam. But the last recorded footage wasn't of the forest. It was of us, standing around the camp, from a distance, from between the trees, from the height of something that wasn't human. And behind the camera, breathing softly, was a voice that said, "Now I know how you look when you're afraid."
We tried to mark the spot where Jacob vanished. Orange tape on trees, glow sticks on the ground, GPS coordinates logged. When we checked the map, the coordinates overlapped 3 different locations at once. Our watches disagreed by hours. The sun dipped, then rose, then dipped again in the span of what felt like minutes. The forest wasn't moving. Time was. Or we were. Or something was folding us like paper and letting us slide through the wrong cracks. That's when the radio crackled again. "Daniel, come here. I found Jacob." It was my voice, but it came from deep in the valley, and I hadn't spoken. We found a figure near the creek, a man in Jacob's uniform, standing perfectly still. Too still. His chest didn't rise. His eyes didn't blink. When we called his name, his head turned in a smooth, mechanical arc that no spine should allow. And he smiled. Not with relief, not with fear, but like someone practicing what a smile is supposed to look like. He opened his mouth and said in Jacob's voice, "It's safe now. You can come closer." His teeth were all wrong. Too many. Too even. Like they had been grown, not born. We backed away. He didn't follow. He just watched. Learning. In the abandoned ranger station, we found journals, decades old. Search teams, hunters, fire lookouts, all with the same notes. Voices that know your memories. Shapes that wear people. The forest studies us. One final entry written in shaking ink. It doesn't hunt. It rehearses. That's when the wind carried a chorus of whispers through the trees. Our names, our childhood nicknames, private things no one else should know. It wasn't calling to find us. It was calling to see who would answer. We ran. Not in a straight line. The forest wouldn't allow straight lines. Paths looped back on themselves. Clearings repeated like broken recordings. At one point, we burst into the same campsite we had left hours earlier. But now, the tents were new. The food was warm. And 6 people sat around the fire. Us. Talking. Laughing. Living a moment that hadn't happened yet, or had already happened, or was being practiced. Miles dropped to his knees and screamed. That's when the copies turned their heads in unison and looked directly at us in the trees. Only I made it out. At least, I think I did. The road appeared suddenly, like it had been drawn into existence. Sunlight, wind, normal sounds. The forest behind me was silent. Too silent.
In the debrief, they told me, no abnormal wildlife detected, no evidence of other persons, trauma-induced hallucinations. But at night, I hear footsteps outside my apartment. I hear my own voice in the hallway, practicing my tone, practicing my breathing, practicing how I say my wife's name. I found something in my phone this morning, an audio file, recorded at 3:17 a.m. I was asleep at that time. The file contains me whispering, "I think I understand now. Doors are just trees that learned how to open." So, if you're listening to this, and you ever walk in the woods, and you hear someone you love calling your name, remember what I told you at the beginning. Don't answer, because there are things in the woods that will never be explained, and some of them are still learning how to be us.
But if you want to hear more stories like this, of forests that remember, shadows that learn, and voices that are never really gone, subscribe and hit the bell, because some things in the woods are still learning how to be us. And I promise, you don't want to be left out when they practice next.